Hello everyone, Crystal here with your Saturday and Sunday. Oh, that card wanted to pop out. What was that? It was the Four of Cups. But anyway, this is your Saturday and Sunday daily tarot reading. As always, we're looking into the overall vibe of the day. Let's start with Saturday. I will have timestamps below if I remember to put them. If not, if one of you lovely people would do so, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're not already, please follow me on TikTok. It is Crystal Neat. I make quick videos on there to spiritually help you through the days. Okay, so let's get right into it. Overall energy for Saturday. What is the overall vibe of Saturday for us? The overall vibe of Saturday. Okay, what should we avoid Saturday? Oh, good. We want to avoid the Nine of Swords. Thank you. So we have the Nine of Air in the avoid position as the overall energy or vibe. We have the Temperance and we also have the Moon. Okay, so Saturday is pretty powerful. Let's just put that out there first. We've already had an up and down week, but Saturday definitely comes in with its own flavor. Let's just put it like that. If the rest of the week was something else, this is something different. Okay. Now, what we want to avoid is the Nine of Swords. So we want to avoid allowing our mind to play out the worst case scenario, allowing our mind to stress about things that ultimately haven't happened yet. And even when bad things happen, as we know by now, us, stressing about it and just being at a place of not being able to find a solution because we're so caught up in the emotion of it all, it doesn't help. Like, don't get me wrong, feel your feelings. But the Nine of Swords isn't feelings. It's worry. It's thoughts. It's things that you're telling yourself that aren't even necessarily true. It's nightmares. Watch it this weekend. Your dreams could be super vivid. Keep a piece of howlite on you or amethyst as you sleep. So especially those of you who have very vivid dreaming and things like that, because it'll kind of take the edge off with those things, because you're super intuitive. There is some secrets that are revealed this weekend, maybe secret motives of how people feel, or maybe your partner opens up to you about something that's always really bothered them. Maybe it's you. The Moon is the mother, so it does bring up conversations of motherhood and things that are once hidden, like I said, coming to the light. It can be some of you all doing shadow work, facing your dark side, doing mirror work, doing things that really honor your divine feminine energy. A good way to work with this is by being able to attract energy by inspiring versus commanding. And what I mean by that is divine masculine energy commands orders and wants this. Divine feminine energy just kind of puts the option out there, inspires you to maybe do so. Therefore, maybe getting people to lean your way. So don't be surprised if a secret is revealed this weekend. Don't be surprised if you are feeling more laid back, more passive. And then we have the Temperance card here, which brings its own flavor. The Temperance card is one of those moments that it packs a punch. I don't know if you've all seen those, I don't know, you all, I don't keep up with the little trending videos and shit, but you know how they'll have a chip challenge to where it's this nasty chip you have to eat and nobody can swallow it because it's so hot or it's so gross. But it doesn't look intimidating. It looks like, chip schmip, I can eat it, no big deal, right? What's the big fuss? People love to exaggerate. Well, that's the Temperance card. It packs more power than what meets the eye. And so what I love about the Temperance card is it tells you that even in moments that are crazy, there is still calm. Even in moments to where you feel threatened, you are divinely protected. And I love that about the Temperance card. It's always an angel present. So don't be surprised this Saturday if you feel your ancestors or an angelic presence protecting you, because it's very real and it's very true. So the energy of Saturday is a lot of the elements mixed together other than earth. So you might feel not so rooted, not so grounded. And if I'm not mistaken, the Moon is still in Taurus. So maybe that's where we'll get the help from. So emotionally, you want to try to ground yourself. You want to have a routine this weekend. But the energy around you, how people are acting, might be a little different. Okay, because the air element is here, the moon is of course water, and then the temperance is more like fire. So we have a nice little mix. So I think you can definitely get the most out of Saturday. So seems like a great day. Now let's move forward, and we'll switch decks. And what deck do I want to use? I will use the original tarot. Let's see. Overall energy for Sunday. What is the overall vibe of Sunday? What is the overall vibe for us on Sunday? Okay. Why is the Empress in reverse here? What do we need to avoid on Saturday? On Sunday, I'm so sorry. What do we need to avoid on Sunday? Ooh, wow. Maybe you had enough family for Thanksgiving. And it might be the time come Sunday to just give it a rest, okay? And I say that because in the avoid position, we have the Ten of Cups, which it's the happy ever after. I finally have the car, the house, the husband, the dog. Oh my gosh, my body is exactly where I want it to be. Like the Ten of Cups is just, it's the family card, but it's also the emotional fulfillment card. And it's in the avoid position. So this is not the Sunday to think that, maybe family might be the most supportive. Or for those of you who have an amazing family and family is great, it's not really the time to focus on where the conclusion should be or how your family dynamic should look, because that actually throws you off. It causes some type of insecurity with the Empress card in reverse if you take that approach. I don't know about you all, but online learning has been very difficult for me and a lot of other mothers that I've talked to. So and this is just an example, right? For all my men out there or single women, just bear with me. It's just an example of a story, right? So a way that this can play out for some people is allowing yourself to be too hard on yourself when it comes to motherhood. You have to now become a teacher, which is now an extra hat that you didn't even have room for to begin with. And so the Tower card is like, look, what's done in the past is in the past. Don't allow yourself to get in an uproar over old shit that doesn't matter or old things that once triggered you. This is a time, Sunday, to put your confidence first and to find that real love always has to come within. When you demand love for yourself and you show love for yourself, even when that's not hard, right? We just can't drop our role. Let's use the mother example as a mother and just, move to Magic City and become a stripper. Most of us can't, and that's okay. Life is not meant to run from your problems. Life is meant to confront your problems and to make solutions out of those. So even if you're not a parent, maybe you just have self-conscious issues. Maybe you're wondering why you're not married yet, or why some of you might be stressed about not being able to have children yet. Guess what? Life is still here. You have so many more days to come. You are exactly where you need to be. Don't find yourself adding extra reasons to stress out over why you're not the person you think that you should be. And the way that you counterbalance this is with the Six of Coins. This is like, hey, sometimes in life you have and sometimes you don't. It's not the moment to allow yourself to play one position your whole life, feeling like, oh, since I've always needed help, I'll always be in a position of needing help. Or because I'm always in a position of giving, I keep attracting partners who want me to give. We'll switch that frequency. The great thing about the Empress card being present is that it's Taurus energy, it's value. It ultimately will help you if you bring that inner love outside from within you to the external. Quick ways of doing this. Doing a spiritual bath bath with Himalayan sea salt, putting you some maybe rose quartz in the bath or on you or in the bath around, lighting pink candles. Self-love is taking a course or a class that you've always wanted to take, or maybe getting a tarot reading to kind of help you through whatever you might be going through. But self-love can express itself in many different ways. It's not just, taking an Oshun honey bath or something. So let's see. And that's not to mock that. It's just to say there are many ways to love yourself. So let's see what our overall, the universe has your back, has to say. Wow. So this is definitely the card that we need to hear. And I really love this deck. I love it for just inspirational words. And it says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So I really, really like that a lot. So it's basically allowing yourself to be grateful for, even if you feel like you don't see the help right now or whatever it might be, to speak it into existence and to call yourself out of places of being limited or feeling that fear that is very uncomfortable. And by that, that's when you have more of that God mountaintop perspective of life so that you can move forward with what you are trying to expand and do. And like I said, expanding your perceptions. One thing one of my really good friends said, he's another, I guess you can call him like a psychic medium. He's an astrologer. But he really emphasized in one of his classes that perceptions just are that. What you perceive to be true doesn't mean that it is. Drops Mike. And he's a Capricorn, so he definitely means what he says and says what he means. And it's so true. Just because you think this is the situation doesn't mean it is. And we love doing that as human beings. We like acting like we know everything, or we love to act, oh, I know her situation. This is what's going on. Or it's like, it's none of your business anyway. So mind your own. And on top of that, even when you do it to yourself, it's not nice. Because you can totally get outside of that abusive relationship or that addiction or the laziness or whatever you feel like your issue is. You're never stuck. You just have to put yourself in a place to look at things outside of the way that you see them. Okay. So anyway, I hope this helped. I hope that you all have an amazing weekend. I'm sending a lot of love your way, that you'll have an amazing weekend, cool, calm, and collected. And I'll talk to you later.